It's your girl Robin. Welcome back to my channel. Today it is August 19th and your girl is 34 weeks and 2 days and our doula is on the way. So let's see what she got planned for us today.
Early, like things that you could do right now, and then things that are also going to be helpful for during labor, even before we come, and then when I will show you a few things we can do during like active labor, but it really depends on how we see baby's position, how you're doing, things like that we will do specific positions to help baby move down and maybe baby allow baby to rotate in a certain side. So those are things that are more of like dependable because there's so many variables in that moment. We can't really predict how that time is going to go. But other than that, we're going to be doing a lot of things that are going to be for now to help your body start opening up. You should be feeling a little bit of instability, from your like hips, like all your relaxing hormones should be starting to like spread out and do their thing. So, these are going to be helpful to open up and then allow your body to feel comfortable with that instability and not so achy. The aches and pains, they are going to come, but these exercises, the yoga and things like that are going to help, the stretching and stuff like that, to make that process a little more, less discomfort. But other than that, are you guys ready? Do you have a mat? So we're going to start off with some cat-cows.
I like doing that.
Yep. So that's going to be really intentional. So obviously normal cat-cows, in, bringing the belly button in, and you're kind of hugging the baby when you're exhaling. So, and then you're going to really take a deep breath. But when you're going in, you also want to make sure, is it okay if I touch you? You want to make sure, I always try to ask,
Yeah.
I always want to ask.
I get that.
So, this is my pelvic. Hi. She's new. She's new to the crew. She's real new. So your pelvis is right here. We want to make sure that when we're doing cat-cows or when we're doing any kind of tilting that we're really trying to tilt it. Yep. Just like that. So we're going to do a few of those. I'm going to go inhale and exhale. Good job. And inhale. So this is going to really allow her to, take all of this pressure out. So baby's going to start getting a little more chunky and gaining more weight. So with that being said, your belly's going to probably start growing outward, and that really brings out your imbalance. I mean, you're a massage therapist, so you kind of already feel when people are super imbalanced and how they're standing. So the same thing is going to happen with you. And that's okay. It's just now with these kind of exercises, they will start relieving you from the pressure of where baby is. So sometimes babies like to be on the right side or the left side. When we extend that spine, it's really giving the baby more space and giving us that relief of that pressure that they're giving us. So another one is child's pose. So doing this and up. And this is also good for the pelvic floor. So all those muscles that are, I need to name her, but I feel like we should name her. But all of these muscles are part of your pelvic floor, your sits muscles. You want to make sure that these are loose enough that baby can come through easily, but not super loose that you're having incontinence, like you pee on yourself. Have you been peeing on yourself? Okay, perfect. So there's like this. One time. She's like, that one time.
It's like the baby. I was working too. It's like the baby hit my bladder and it was, like it was about
well,
to come out.
that baby's like, look, this is your bladder and this is the uterus, and this uterus is huge right now, so it's really sitting on top of that bladder. So whenever she like punches or extends her head or the baby's head, it's literally hitting on that uterus, on that bladder. But we want to make sure we have a middle ground, because if the floor is too hard, then the baby, when the baby's trying to come out, it's hitting like a wall, and we don't want that. But if it's too loose, that's when we have no control and we're peeing on ourselves. So we want to make sure we have like this middle range where it's like it's strong enough, but it's not super loose that it's like everything's just coming out. So doing these child poses, so staying here because it helps, and you know, you're stretching out your hands out, and you can do from side to side, and then come back up and then go back down. So whenever you're going back down, your pelvic floor is automatically loosening up and stretching, and you don't even have to worry about it. You don't have to intentionally be like doing breath work or you know, things like that. So just doing up and down is literally doing the work for you. Okay, but those stretches are going to be really good here, especially with that stretch that you've been feeling, that right here, that round ligament. So that round ligament is literally from here, and it goes all around the uterus. So now, like I said, the baby's gaining more weight, the baby's getting, you know, chunkier, so that belly is, instead of just kind of getting bigger here, now we're coming that way. So with that being said, all of this is being stretched by that round ligament right here. So when I was saying like go like this and then start massaging right here, then go like this and start massaging right here, that's what I was trying to, you know, explain. So we're gonna bring out a foot, and we're gonna do a couple of exercises like this. So we're gonna do a diagonal lunge, like a diagonal deep lunge. So we're gonna just use the yoga ball to help with stability. So that way, but we don't have to move it right now. We're just gonna, you feel that on your groin? Yeah. You can stay there for a little bit and then bring it back. You can stay there for a little bit and then bring it back. How's that feel?
Good.
Good? Good.
Need to be screeching. So I've been sitting down getting my hair done for so long.
It looks cute though. Thank you. So we're gonna keep this lunge right here, and now we're gonna use the ball to stretch forward. Okay, so I'll show you how. This is gonna really feel good, especially on your back. So you're gonna just go like that and just stay there. How's that feel?
I feel it in my glute.
Yep. You're a little tight.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I feel it in my glute.
Yep. And then, but you want to also make sure that you're stretching all of this here too. So if you have to, like, you know, extend the ball a little more, you can. Here you go. And then the other side. And you can even go side to side. Nice. Another one is we're here, we're having a wide pose, and then we just rock. This is nice to have to do during, you know, right now.
Watch TV.
Then you fall asleep. That's okay. Alrighty, one last one that we can do on the floor is, well, I lied, maybe a couple more. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna just kind of do the same thing back and forth, like this, forward and backward, forward and backward. Do you have enough space? How's that feel? Good.
I feel it good.
So what I'm gonna tell you to do is a lot of stretching. So like this, doing a lot of this, a lot of butterflies right here. Just kind of, you know, putting some weight on those knees when you're here, because it's just all that groin area that's really tight on you. That feel good? Okay. Then you can bring this arm up, and that will help right here. And then what you can do is come here and then just kind of, how's that feel?
I feel like baby moving up.
You want to do the other side? Okay. There you go. I'll but that baby's right here. Oh, hey, boo. Hey, baby. Oh. Hola, mi amor. Oh, chupu, chupu. I just love babies. And then with your elbows, just kind of like, if you can, just over here.
Push down.
Mm-hmm.
Feel it.
Yeah. So these are straight up hip openers, you know, that, and this is the thing, that your body is releasing all this relaxant, but your body's also, so the glands are releasing the relaxing, but your body's like, wait a minute, like, why are we loosening up? Like, so it's kind of, you feel a little bit of tension, right? So your body's kind of like trying to figure out how to work together with all the changes that's happening. So there's that tension because your body's trying to like stay as it was. But then there's also that part of it that's like, okay, well, we are about to bring a baby. We have to make that room. So I guess we do have to expand. We do have to, you know, give that space. So, you know, it's just, these exercises are going to allow that body to do the adjustment that, you know, it needs to do. Alrighty. All right. Let's see. Yeah, this was the last one that I was going to. So this is going to be a little, it's going to look a little weird, but you're going to do like a 90-degree. Kind of like this. And let me do it first, because I know we're not going to have room to do both of us at the same time. We're going to do like this, and then we're going to go like this.
Yeah. I seen that on Instagram too.
Yeah, we'll be doing that.
This. And then this. So, very important. We want to be mobile. We don't have to be active. You don't have to be going to the gym every day. But I want you to be mobile, because I don't know what happens when you guys are in labor. Like, you can't move. And I'm like, no, we need to move. We need to keep moving. So staying mobile, staying, you know, in motion is going to really help. Why? Because the baby is going to start wiggling themselves down. So as we're moving, as we're having our hips asymmetrical, that's why, like, curb walking, right? So, like, you know, my pelvis, the only bad thing is that she's not like as mobile as I want her to be. But if we're doing like a curb walking, we're having that asymmetry on the hip. So one hip is up, then it's down. One hip is up. So when one hip is up, you know, we're a little like twisted like that. So the baby is going to feel that hole or that space come down. So then they'll come down a little more. And then we move again, and then come down a little more. And then we move again, come down a little more. So that's kind of like the visual that we're trying to make, so that way the baby can like find their path down, right? This baby is the trailblazer baby. So after this, usually your body it's like muscle memory. Once this baby comes through, every other baby after that, like, they already have a path that they can kind of, you know. Usually those second babies, they be flying out. I would definitely like learn your birth story, you know, because your birth is so powerful. Even though we are babies and we're not like, you know, understanding maybe, but there's part of your birth story that stays with you forever. So definitely, you know, learn your birth story, see how you came out, you know.
That what made me want to do a natural birth.
Yeah.
My mama told me she didn't use nothing.
Yeah.
Like, for real, she said, yeah.
Real lie. I have some mamas that this is a little hard. Hard for them. Yeah.
What they say?
The hips don't lie, you know, and for real, the hips don't lie.
Do feel good to me.
It feels great. They're like,
oh, real.
but the eight is also you have to kind of think about it before, you know, like.
Yeah, I think about it in my head, or I like drawing out with my finger, so I can remember which way to go.
And then go the other side. Make sure you're doing both sides. But that ball, we're gonna have to pump it a little more too. So I want it to be.
We got a pump.
You got a pump? Okay. You want it to be firm, and you want a little bit of height on it. Okay. So that way your hips are kind of higher than your knee, just a little bit. And then just try the figure 8. Just think about it. Feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah. You know, you're the second mom that only does it forward.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them do it sideways. I guess like the infinity sign.
Oh, let's see if I can do that.
Let's see.
I kind of feel afflicted. Yeah, I like it doing it forward. That feel weird. I ain't never thought about doing it that way.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
you
cause
know,
I've been, you know, the number 8 is straightforward.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. That's why when you said sideways,
and then maybe that's why they're having some trouble, you know.
Yeah, I feel
you're doing
weird.
it wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're doing.
I feel weird doing it that way.
Okay, another one is gonna be just kind of doing like this.
Like sideways.
Yeah, but making sure you're having those hips like asymmetrical, right?
Like lifting up.
Mm-hmm. And then the forward backward tilt, right? So we want that tilt of like going whoop, whoop. And sometimes when you're doing these exercises and you stand up, you might even feel baby get lower. That's exactly what we want, right? So obviously we're at 34 weeks. We got 3 more weeks to go where it's like fair game, right? But this helps, you know, bring baby down. Like that's what you want. We don't want to be 37 weeks or starting labor and baby's like floating up and, you know, real high. So we have stations, right? When we're kind of when Frances does like cervical exams and things like that, like stations where she'll say like +1 or 0 or things like that. So we have from +5 all the way to -5. So this is 0, right in the middle of, you know, the pelvis where baby's head is finally engaged, like we're in there. But if we're not helping baby come down, we can be in labor feeling the contractions and our uterus contract, but baby's out here on +5, just I don't know what they're doing, but they're just, you know, up there. So our goal is to bring the baby down, help bring the baby down. So these exercises are really going to help with that, right? You guys have stairs. Use those stairs. You know, it's not a lot of stairs. You have a little bit of breeze. You're not straight up under the sun. So I would definitely take advantage of those stairs. And then, you know, the walking. You guys are walking.
Yeah, I walk to work.
Perfect.
I get my walking.
Okay. How long is the walk?
It's about a mile, so like 25, 30 minutes.
That's good. That's really good. Okay.
And then on the days I don't walk to work, we walk when you get off work.
Real why. I have some mamas that this is a little hard. Hard for them. Yeah. And
What they say?
the hips don't lie, you know, and for real, the hips don't lie.
Do feel good to me.
It feels great. They're like,
oh, real.
but the 8 is also you have to kind of think about it before, you know, like.
Yeah, I think about it in my head, or I like draw it out with my fingers, so I can remember which way to go.
And then go the other side. Make sure you're doing both sides. And I have to pump this one, but that ball we're gonna have to pump it a little more too. So I want it to be.
We got a pump.
You got a pump? Okay. You want it to be firm, and you want a little bit of height on it. Okay. So that way your hips are kind of higher than your knee, just a little bit. Because if we're here, then we're not really kind of allowing baby work with gravity. If we're a little higher, now we're okay. Then you have it. And then just try the figure 8. Just think about it. Feel good? Good. Yeah. You know, you're the second mom that only does it forward. A lot of them do it sideways. I guess like the infinity sign.
Oh, let's see if I can do that.
Let's see.
I kind of feel afflicted. Yeah, I like it doing it forward. That feel weird. I ain't never thought about doing it that way.
I don't know, but
Yeah, because I've been, you know, the number 8 is straightforward.
That's why when you said
and then maybe that's why they're having some trouble, you know.
Yeah, I feel
you're doing
weird.
it wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're doing.
I feel weird doing it that way.
Okay, another one is gonna be just kind of doing like this.
Like sideways.
Yeah, but making sure you're having those hips like asymmetrical, right?
Like lifting up.
Mm-hmm. And then the forward backward tilt, right? So we want that tilt of like going hoop, hoop, hoop. Me and my sound effects. That's just me. And sometimes when you're doing these exercises and you stand up, you might even feel baby get lower. That's exactly what we want, right? So obviously we're at 34 weeks. We got 3 more weeks to go where it's like fair game, right? But this helps, you know, bring baby down. Like that's what you want. We don't want to be 37 weeks or starting labor and baby's like floating up and, you know, real high. So we have stations, right? When we're kind of when Frances does like cervical exams and things like that, like stations where she'll say like +1 or 0 or things like that. So we have from +5 all the way to -5. So this is 0, right in the middle of, you know, the pelvis where baby's head is finally engaged, like we're in there. But if we're not helping baby come down, we can be in labor feeling the contractions and our uterus contract, but baby's out here on +5, just I don't know what they're doing, but they're just, you know, up there. So our goal is to bring the baby down, help bring the baby down. So these exercises are really going to help with that, right? You guys have stairs. Use those stairs. You know, it's not a lot of stairs. You have a little bit of breeze. You're not straight up under the sun. So I would definitely take advantage of those stairs. And then, you know, the walking. You guys are walking.
Yeah, I walk to work.
Perfect. So.
I get my walking.
Okay. How long is the walk?
It's about a mile for like 25, 30 minutes.
That's good. That's really good. Okay.
And then on the days I don't walk to work, we walk when you get off work.
Or doing that asymmetric pelvic movement, okay? We're always going to be swaying. When we're having a surge, we're going to be swaying. You know, we don't want to just kind of, no.
So that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel fun?
Like you an avatar.
You could go slower.
Okay.
There you go. Yep. There you go.
That was funny.
She was ready to like.
Yeah.
And then this one too, just kind of like.
I like that one.
And if you bring it a little higher up, yeah, so you can kind of get like the shoulders too, and you can even put your head back.
I can only imagine doing this while.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, we'll be looking ugly.
All right, another one. This contraction comes or a surge comes, we're gonna go when we're feeling it. Oh. So we can do like moving up and down squats, or we can stay in a deep squat and
Side to side.
go like this. So now what you can do now is do that, so that way your body feels this and, you know, learn the movement of going side to side in that squat, in that deep squat. How's that feel?
I like it.
Okay.
Especially on my low back. I gotta hold on to the table. I've been on
Oh
so
yeah,
long.
yeah. That's okay. That is okay. Yep, just like that. If you have to get a wider squat or wider stance, that's okay too. There you go. You gotta be beastly with it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Woo. Yep. Get lower. There you go. There you go. You want to be real exaggerated with your movements.
Don't be nervous because I'm here.
Come on, you smiling at me.
You want me to show you how it's done?
Just are kind of spacing out a little bit more. We're gonna want to move you again. So that just means that the baby's comfortable, which is great. But when we're laboring now, we don't want them to get too comfortable that it's just like they stall like completely, you know, there's no more contractions, right? So we don't want that stop and go, stop and go. We want to have them real consistent, getting closer and closer. We want you to start feeling, we'll start asking you different questions like, are you feeling it in your vagina? Are you feeling it in your butthole? Like, where are you, like, and really be in tune with where you're feeling, the sensations that you're feeling. In the beginning, so we know what we're hearing or what we're looking for. We'll ask you, where are you feeling the sensations? Are they up high? Are they low? Are they wrapping around? You know, things like that. Are they kind of coming down your leg a little bit? Because those are technically the phrases that we like to hear from mamas to know that this may be it. So we'll kind of give you some time. We'll be checking in maybe every 2-3 hours, making sure things are progressing. Once we get to like 8 to 10 minutes, even a little less, it could be like 7 to 10 minutes, 8 minutes. You'll call me, you'll let me know. Even when you first start feeling them, you'll still start feeling like kind of menstrual period, like cramps. At the beginning, just let me know, hey, they've been kind of coming maybe every hour, every 30 minutes, but they feel good, I feel good, I'm still doing my thing. That way I know that we may have a baby later on tonight or later in the morning, whatever the case may be, and then I can let the team know, like, hey everyone, we might have Sharabin percolating. That's what we kind of say, you know. She's warming up the engines, you know. She's warming up the engines. So things with this rebozo. So I'm gonna actually use both of you for one of these. You're gonna be squatting, and then you're gonna hold this right here. So we're gonna do it a couple of ways. So we're gonna have her sitting down first in that, and then what you're gonna do. Yep. Okay. And then you're gonna just basically pull, okay? So get a good grip.
Like
don't worry about
back?
me. No, just pull like down.
Okay, like that.
Yep. Get a bit higher. Yep. There you go. Yep.
I'm sliding.
And just kind of get that pull. So that while we're surging, if you want to feel that, you're just gonna pull.
So
down.
he would be you.
That, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then so like
That don't mean just yank me now. That's why she asked that. She gonna try to take my head off. You ain't slick.
I just had to make sure that I was the person pulling. Open your legs, get a bit of steam.
Yep, there you go. Yep.
That's all it be. I like this.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Oh,
now, Robin, you're gonna get off the ball, and now you're gonna squat down, doing the same thing. So make sure you're just kind of going like this.
Like this?
Yep. Go down all the way. All the way. Yep.
Could I do this?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
There you go. How's that feel?
I like this.
Yep. How are you doing, Dad?
Is it too much?
Nah, I'm good.
You need to wait.
I need to go back in the weight room.
Because I'm going to pull you to the ground.
My legs and calves is...
my legs like... How's that feel?
Yeah, I like that too. How did for you?
Oh, this is good. Arm strength is there. It's the leg, the base.
Weak legs.
Come on now.
We need a firm foundation.
I chip leg there.
That's funny.
Oh
You
man.
hold the knee and the baby up. You gotta get them legs strong.
There you go.
Do them in my arms third? No.
And then what you can also do now, let it go, and now you're gonna go right here where her sacrum is. You're gonna push down.
What her what? Sacrum? So what's that?
That's this part.
I'm about to say y'all the anatomy professors right now.
We got some AMP going on.
Yeah.
So this is the full sacrum right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Basically like
So-
the tailbone.
So the coccyx, that's the tailbone right here. That's this little bone right here.
Yeah.
But this whole sacrum, so baby's going to start.
Like a chakra. You know, you got different chakras. That's the sacral chakra.
Got you.
That.
All
There
right.
you go. You feel me? So baby's gonna start coming down and pushing on her sacrum, her
Right.
coccyx. So we'll even show you when baby's coming down, we can actually see the bulge coming out, and I'll tell you, I'm like, okay, baby's right here. So whenever there's a surge, putting that counter pressure right here is just pushing the sacrum down a little bit, so that way she feels that relief.
Okay.
She doesn't feel like she's about to be like stretched out.
Higher, low,
Yeah, I was about to say go a little bit.
low. So like right here.
There you go. So you feel all that is her. That's her sacrum right there. So you're just gonna push it down like it's a big button, like a big red button. Burn.
That was easy.
Have you guys started the playlist?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been making it, yeah.
Okay, good.
Started it.
All right. Well, you know. I will say you can do foot massages, not too
Deep.
not too
Because
deep.
pressure.
Yeah, because we don't know what kind of pressure. I don't know exact pressure points for foot massages, but just do light foot massages because you don't want to activate nothing when we're not there. You know what I'm saying? We do know the pressure points during labor, so we'll be doing that. Francis does it, I do it, so we'll be doing that. But and we have some in the sacrum, some over here. Right here, we can hold you. So that's more of like acupressure type of things. But other than that, have you gotten prenatal massage?
Oh, only once. I get one next week.
Very good, very good. I'm excited for you.
And then we go to the chiropractor every 2 weeks.
Okay, what's your chiropractor again?
Giles.
Giles. Okay. Is that spinal?
For sure.
Yeah. I also have this one that I like too. I just have this that it kind of.
Okay, that's
moves.
similar to what we had in the class.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go order me one.
Yeah, and this is from by the KT company.
thing?
Yeah, KT, and this just
I like it.
yeah, and she might even like this too. So get it back on your
Knees.
Knees. Yeah, sorry.
God, we did that in the childbirthing class.
Yeah.
That felt good. I got that in my
I need
Amazon
to
cart.
get that.
Mm-hmm.
And even getting in here, right there.
Yeah, that's hold on, don't tell me. Sciatic.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
All this. Because we're going to tell you, relax the glutes. Relax the glutes. We want everything to be relaxed. Because you're going to feel it and they're going to get much more stronger. And you're going to want to tense up. And no, if you squeeze, you're sucking the baby back in.
Okay.
What we want to do is relax the glutes. Release all your tension. Relax the shoulder. Here, I make your peri-bottle herbs. So that is when we're in it, and once baby's here and you're kind of hanging out in the bed, I'm in the kitchen just making your herbs, getting that peri-bottle. Do you guys have like mason jars or like glass? Perfect.
A
So
lot of them.
perfect. So that's where I'll put
Like
the
something
rest
like
of
that?
it. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we got it.
So that's where I'll put the rest of it. So I'll put some in your peri bottle, and then the rest, we leave it out until it cools, and I'll put it in the fridge. So that way it doesn't get messed up. The closing of the bones at the 40 days, I do that, and that is where I try to make sure that so in South or Latin American countries, we believe in ailments. So you know, those ailments during that 40-day closing of the bone ceremony, we try to get rid of those ailments, you know, whether it's physical or
Which one?
ailments.
AILMENTS.
That's the one.
I had to visualize it.
In Spanish, it's itis. It's like airs, but it could be physical or emotional. So it could feel like there could be trauma, there could be guilt, there could be sadness, or it could come out as pain. So like hip pains, headaches, things like that. So we try to get rid of that during those ailments. In that 40-day, when I close you up in the thing,
I think I seen it on your Instagram.
yeah. When I close you up, I do like a guided meditation. If the person is not a believer, then I do usually guided meditation. If you are a believer, I do pray over you and just kind of, and it's a moment where like you are, it's for you to remember that you are still a woman. Before you're a mother, before you're a wife, before anything, you are a woman. You are Sharabin. You're still this amazing woman, and you know, in this body and things like that. And now you have just added to who you are, but always to remember that you know, your individuality is still important, is still seen. But now you're in this new woman that's always been inside of you, right? But now she's here, and you know, when I open you up, now you have blossomed into that, and that is like your how do you call it when a passage, a rite of passage.
That's what I figured. I thought that's what you were about to say.
It's like a rite of passage after that 4th trimester for you. So yeah, so that's what that is. And then this is just, you know, my little wheel.
OA last time I
Your OA. Oh, perfect. That's good. So hey.
What is it?
OA. So baby is. So occipital anterior. So his or her occipital of the head is facing the anterior. So this way. So baby's facing behind her.
Gotcha.
She's watching. The baby's watching your 6. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
She's watching your back, literally.
That's a good position the baby be in.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's a good position. LOA is a great position. ROA too, because during labor, if the baby's ROA, the baby will like turn into LOA anyway. So, but yeah, OP, any position is, we'll make it happen. You know, we'll do the movements. That's what I'm saying. Like it depends on where we at or how we're looking at during labor to see what kind of positions we should put you in. You know, not every position is for every mother, right? We'll get out of your hair.
She's gonna get ready to go, you guys.
Thank you so much.
So you guys, this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.
Peace.